Did I spook you? Please say yes. So Halloween's coming up, so I thought I'd do a video on a spooky time, on a spooky subject. What's better than this? Guys being dudes. Watching Goosebumps together. I originally googled worst Goosebumps episodes and then weird Goosebumps episodes, and this same one kept coming up. It was consistently in the top 10. It also features literally me, Ryan Gosling, where I, Ryan Gosling, play a character called Greg in an episode called Say Cheese and Die. And before we get into that episode, I just wanted to mention the theme tune for Goosebumps. That shit went too hard. They put their whole pussy into that one. And then the dog has his little solo. And speaking of songs that people have put their whole pussy in, I have a new song out. It's been out for about a week and it's doing better than I thought. So if you haven't given it a listen, link in the description. Thank you so much. So the episode starts off with Greg, myself. By the way, if you guys don't know the literally me meme, it's just Ryan Gosling tends to play characters like in Drive and Blade Runner, where they're kind of like a loner and edgy character, and people have made a meme saying he's literally me, he's just like me. So that's where that joke comes from. You're welcome from me, your meme encyclopedia. So the episode starts off with Greg and his two friends staring, waiting for a man to come out of his house. And he's a mysterious figure. Ah!
There he is.
Spider.
Sorry, what, mate?
I heard he eats rats.
It's cats.
I heard it was bats.
Ew, tasty.
As you can see, the dialogue is very natural and very good. So they wait for the mysterious figure to leave the house so they can go and creep around in his basement for whatever reason.
Come on, you guys. Let's check this place out before they finally tear it down.
Why the hell is he running like that? Is that how spooky people are supposed to run? Is that the sign to spot a freak? He's running like he's just shit himself and he's trying to get the poo to come out the bottom of his trousers. So anyway, they stumble across an eerie object in the basement.
What is it?
It looks like a toaster.
It looks like a toaster.
That's what I'm saying!
I think this thing's a camera.
State-of-the-art camera, that. Cool.
Cool camera. Nice.
God, his acting is so robotic. Cool camera! Nice! Can we do that one again, please? So whatever his fucking name is, asks Greg to take a picture of him.
I hope you captured my incredible juggling skills.
Just don't like the guy, do I? Whatless. Standing still and somehow managed to fall over. Or is it a spooky thing that made him fall? So after that, they collectively shit their pants and run to leave the dingy basement. Why is he falling as well? Is this Home Alone? Is there pure grease on the steps? Then they make their escape from the spooky man.
That was close.
That was too close.
Yeah, that was way too close.
Greg, you took the camera.
I didn't even notice I had it.
Oh, Greg, for God's sake, what are you like, taking a camera for yourself?
Ain't no way we're going back now.
The picture was taken mid-fall, but if you remember, he took the picture before he fell.
I took the picture before you fell.
That's what I'm saying! So Greg goes home with the big cunting camera under his arm like it's a football, and he runs into his doofus older brother who asks him to take a picture by their dad's new car. And it's top of the range, cuz. Top of the range car vehicle. Oh God. Oh fuck, what's gonna happen? Oh no!
Let's see it. Come on, let me see it.
Come on, let me see it. Guy turned into a 1940s detective. So Greg lies to his brother and says that the picture takes ages to develop, so he doesn't show him, and then the brother believes it, and then they just go in the house. So then he comes back when dinner's ready later that night.
Hey, is that picture ready yet?
It didn't turn out. Look, don't you know how to knock?
Nuh-uh. I haven't taken that class yet.
Absolute dribbler of a brother, man. You know he skunked out his skull smoking on that greenery.
I don't get it.
The car crashed in the image. Does that mean that the camera makes bad things happen to the people in the images? Oh, it's just so spooky. Oh, no.
Come on, everybody. Let's go. We'll clean up later.
Shotgun!
Oh no, Greg and his entire family are going to be obliterated, smashed to smithereens, all because of the spooky camera.
Yeah, watch out!
oh, nothing happened. So then Greg has a nightmare where he takes a picture of his family and they're at a barbecue, and in the picture they're all skeletons, and the Photoshop is just top tier. The trims, man. Everything else disintegrated, but the trims stay fresh. I personally don't see why skeletons are scary, you know? I'm done with that bit now. And let me show you what else it does. Unreal. I love it. It's so good. It is actually kind of spooky. So Greg and what's-his-face go to the girl's house. I'm a good YouTuber. I put my effort in. I remember the names.
I'm glad you brought the camera, because now you can take my picture.
Look, by now, you know the camera does bad things to people it takes pictures of. So surely you say no when your friend wants you to take a picture. You know the consequences. You know what's going to happen. No, I'm not going to take a picture because I care about our friendship. For God's sake, Gregory.
Greg, you totally missed me.
She's not there. She's going to cease to exist.
Greg.
Excuse me, I was talking.
It's Dad. There's been an accident. The car, man. It's totaled.
Alright, Dad's dead. Camera's fucked it. Dad's juice on his windshield.
Well, I guess I'm pretty lucky.
He just broke his leg. Car was apparently totaled and all he did was break his leg. And it's the mid-90s as well. Cars weren't as good back then and he should have been dead on impact. So now the scene changes and it's night time and the door knocks. So Greg answers and it's the police looking to see where his friend's gone missing. And for some reason the director decided to just add dramatic cuts of the officer's sunglasses.
When's the last time you saw her?
No, she's not. She's missing. Disappeared.
I knew it.
What do you mean you knew it?
Okay, I get it. I understand. It's a tense scene and we don't know where the girl is.
It predicts the future, and it makes it bad.
So after all these incidents, Greg finally starts to put two and two together and realises the camera's bad.
Why didn't you tell the police?
His line delivery is so jarring. Greg, take another picture of him and hope his head's not on his fucking shoulders. I want him gone. So Greg gets frustrated and rips up the pictures he took of the girl and throws the camera in a pure red mist.
These stupid pictures. Stupid camera.
This is too weird. Look, not a scratch.
Oh, so this is where it gets weird. You throw the prototype for the Nokia 3310 a couple feet and it doesn't scratch, and that's where you draw the line. So Greg decides that he wants nothing to do with the camera and he wants to take it back to the basement and just let it be. So he asks his best mate to come with him and he mugs him off.
We have to.
We did not take the camera. You did. I'm not going back to that place. No way.
No way.
Snake, man. It be your own boys. That's why I move in silence these days, yeah? Too many snakes in the grass. So later that night, Greg goes back to the basement to put the camera back like it never left.
Greg.
Sherry.
What was that grin? There was absolutely no need for that one. She was acting like she just got her braces off and she was trying to show off her pearly whites. So it turns out that when he ripped up the photo in a red mist earlier on, that she came back from the abyss. So if he never got pissy, she would have just been gone for good. So now she's returned being a real friend, unlike Snaky Johnson over there. She joins him in sneaking the camera back to the basement.
I'm gonna bring it back.
Yeah, I know. Bert told me. I couldn't let you do it by yourself.
I can see why only Ryan became a successful actor, because these other two are piss poor at delivering their lines, man. I couldn't do it by myself. So what?
I couldn't let you do it by yourself.
What? So now they're in the basement ready to put the camera back like it had never left. I'm sure the spooky man won't pop out of nowhere and deliver some weird lines.
Primitive tribes fear the camera. They believe that if it takes their picture, it will steal their soul.
Cheers, man. So they give it back to Goggles over here, and it turns out he tried to create a camera that could predict the future, but instead it made bad things happen. So he fucked that one up, didn't he?
You invented it?
What?
Oh, fuck.
Yes!
So Ryan, aka Greg, aka literally me, and the girl, they give it back to him and go to leave. Job's done. Gave the spooky camera back. Time to leave and move on with your lives, right? But of course it's not that easy, because in typical media fashion...
You know too much. I can't let you leave. I've worked too long and hard to keep this camera a secret.
So they start scrapping. Pure collars being swung left and right. And somehow Big Boss Man loses and gets pushed back, and the girl takes a picture of him. That's good luck, because out of all the random things that could have happened when that picture was taken, by chance he was disintegrated. So after that, they leave the basement, and it turns out he's trapped in the camera. Oh, God.
Release me! Someone! Anyone!
Like I said a second ago, what are the chances that he got sucked in the camera? What if it took a picture and then it gave him a terminal illness where he could only last 6 to 8 months, but he still had the energy to batter the kids to death? Is that too far? So then it cuts to however long later, and these two jebens are in the basement trying to look for the camera, and they just cannot help themselves. They got to get a picture for what did they have in the mid-90s to put in their family album? I've personally never taken a normal picture of someone and cracked it up while looking at it, but I guess life was boring in suburban America in the mid-90s. Oh no, oh fuck, they released him, and now despite those two kids not knowing what the camera does, he must now murder them for knowing too much. And it ends there. So spooky. The best episode of Goosebumps according to multiple articles. My arse. They also did a sequel to the same story, but Ryan Gosling was too old by that point, so they just recast him with some random kid with a similar, albeit worse, haircut.
Come on, hell, I'm not even going to work anymore.
And the premise is basically he writes a story about the camera bringing bad things to life, and the teacher doesn't believe him. So that makes him go back to the basement and get the camera. He gets his picture taken with it, and it's his worst nightmare. What could it be?
No, I'm fat.
Oh no, fuck, he's gonna be fat. Honestly, the first time I saw that clip, it cracked me up the way he delivered his lines. No, I'm fat! When it is New Year's Day and you have just been eating loads of food for Christmas holidays.
No, I'm fat.
He wakes up in the morning and he's a fatty just like the camera predicted. And listen to the music that they chose to add.
What's happening?
It's just that typical brass instrument fatty music, and it's so silly.
No! No! No!
That CGI is the most horrific part of the entire story. What a state, man. They just put gumballs in his mouth and then stretched his face in Photoshop.
Nothing fits me anymore. What am I gonna wear?
Anyway, he goes to school and he gets laughed at for being rotund. Fatty's so fat he can't even sit on chair without break? Comedy. So at home later that night, he decides that maybe taking another picture with the camera will reverse the effects.
I had a feeling this wasn't a good idea.
I'm going to fucking sue the cunt. You know, I'm taking a week off work.
Look at that trim. So he balloons up to the size of a Discord mod and thinks if they go to a camera place to do the thing, you know, where you make the image go from positive to negative, and I can't, you know what I'm talking about. I'm currently playing a clip of what he does over my voice. It saves me time. And guess what? It works. Whoa! Oh my god, now he's skinny again. Whoa.
It worked. It worked.
So he goes back to his teacher after being a fat guy to then not a fat guy and said, "Teacher, see, spooky camera is a real thing." And he's gone, "No, you just put a fat suit on. You can't fool me." So the teacher takes a picture of himself with it and his hair starts falling out. Fucked up that they were laughing at the man losing his hair. I mean, it's a real problem. And that's the end of that episode. If you were to compare the original to the sequel, the original looks like a masterpiece in comparison. Because that second one was hot fucking poo-poo. This was a bit of a different video. I just thought I wanted to do something a little bit spooky. So if you're still watching at this point, thank you so much. As I said in the beginning of the video, I've got a new song out. Please go and listen to that. If you've got a spare couple squiddles, hit the Patreon up. £2. Cheers, man. And I'll see you guys next time.